Jerry Robert, the author of the book The Millionaire Mindset, was born into a very poor family. He was looking for ways to become wealthy and successful in his life. While he was in college, he thought of interviewing some billionaires. He wanted to know if there was a secret that made billionaires successful. After a lot of research, he found out how rich people become rich, and conversely, how a poor person can become rich. After deeply analyzing all of this, he wrote this book. In this book, he revealed many secrets. After knowing these secrets, any person can become rich. Today, I will detail the secrets revealed in this book for you. So, let's begin. The author says that financial freedom depends 20% on your knowledge, and the remaining 80% depends on your behavior, meaning whether you will become rich or not depends entirely on you. This is perhaps why Bill Gates said that if you are born into a poor family, it's not your fault, but if you die poor, then the fault is entirely yours. Rule number 1, stop making excuses. The author says that most people in this world lie to themselves. For example, their health isn't good, their financial condition isn't good, yet they live as if they are rich. The author says this is very much like the frog story. If you throw a frog into boiling water, it will instantly jump out because it knows it will die if it stays. But if you put the frog in cold water and slowly heat it up, the frog will realize the water is gradually getting warmer. However, the frog will think it can still manage to stay in the water. Thinking this, the frog won't come out. Slowly, when the water becomes very hot, the frog will try to escape. But by then, it won't have the strength left to get out. Finally, the frog dies in the water. The same thing happens to us. We understand that our health is deteriorating due to eating bad food, and our financial condition is worsening due to taking loans. But still, we continue doing these things until the situation goes out of control. And when it truly does go out of control, we regret it. We always think about how we can lose weight without any exercise, how all our work can be done without leaving the house, how I can become rich without doing any work. Then we postpone our tasks and make excuses. But the author says that instead of doing all this, you must spend according to your financial condition. Eat according to your body's needs. You must write down your income and expenses every month. You must stop those expenses that seem unnecessary from next month. You must save the extra money. Because every rupee you save today is buying that time in your future that you have sold to your boss. This is the first rule, to make decisions after understanding your current situation. You cannot make decisions just based on your whims. Rule number 2, emergency fund. Suppose you left home in the morning to go to the office because there is a very important meeting today. That meeting is so crucial it could change the direction of your career. You check the weather report in the morning. According to the report, the weather was supposed to be perfectly clear, but suddenly, while you were on the road, it started raining. As a result, you got completely drenched. In that state, you reached your boss at the office. Then the boss insulted you. Additionally, the boss received an order from above to reduce staff, and the boss put your name on the list. Finally, you are fired from your job. Now tell me, where was your mistake? Even if you hadn't gone to the boss, this would have happened anyway. Many such things happen to you that you can never imagine beforehand. Meaning, bad times can come into your life at any moment. Bad times don't ask for your permission. So, if you are not prepared for these bad times in advance, you can fall into trouble. This is why the author says, becoming rich is easy, but staying rich is the hardest part. Therefore, you must create an emergency fund for yourself, so that you don't have to sell your assets when bad times come. As we saw in this story, if you had an emergency fund, you could have gone home and rested without any worry, slowly found a new job within a month or two, managed your expenses from the emergency fund until then,
and you wouldn't have felt any mental pressure. So the author says you must have at least 6 months worth of expenses in your emergency fund, as it will help you when you are in an emergency situation. However, you shouldn't just keep this money at home or in the bank, because inflation is rising very fast today. If you keep this money at home, you will eventually spend it. That's why the author says to keep this emergency fund in gold. This way, your money will grow slowly, and whenever you need it, you can sell the gold and have cash in hand during an emergency. And since the price of gold grows faster than inflation, your money will grow here as well. The author adds another point and gives a warning. You should only spend this money in an emergency situation, not for fulfilling your hobbies. Rule number 3, debt snowball. The author says that when he was in his early 20s, he learned an important thing. That thing is, to become financially free, you must stay away from the debt trap. Taking a loan isn't inherently bad. Loans have many benefits. You can even become rich by taking a loan. But this path is very difficult, and very few people succeed in becoming rich this way. Moreover, this path carries a lot of risk. Therefore, the author says only those who can take significant risks in life should take this path. See, taking a loan destroys your finances. It's like building a house with 6 days of hard work only to take a hammer to it on the 7th day. That house will never be built, meaning you will never be financially free. The author says that to become financially free, you must always stay away from loans. If you have loans, you must pay them off first. For this, the author says you should first pay off your small loans. Then, gradually, all your loans will be cleared. The author strictly says that middle-class people in particular need to stay away from loans, because this is a trap where once you get stuck, you may never be able to escape. Rule number 4, invest your money. See, nowadays the habit of saving is gradually decreasing among people in our country. The reason is that people have started showing off. People are no longer interested in becoming genuinely rich. Instead, they just want to appear rich. And that's where the problem starts. As a result, 75% of iPhones in our country are sold on EMI. People are taking loan upon loan just to appear rich, which is making them even poorer. This is where the author says you must save and invest at least 15% of your earnings. Now, some people might think I'm talking about investing in FD or gold, and that is their biggest mistake. Even today, people only know about 2 or 3 things when it comes to investing: gold, FD, real estate, or some post office scheme where your money cannot even beat inflation, let alone grow. For this reason, your hard-earned savings become useless. So you must invest your money in the stock market, because 90% of the wealthy people in this world have become rich through business or investment. You'll never hear of someone becoming rich by doing a job or investing in an FD, because if you do a job, your boss becomes rich, not you. Similarly, if you invest in an FD, the bank becomes rich, not you. So if you want to become financially free by the age of 40, you must start investing. You can mainly invest in 2 places. First is direct stock market investment. In the long term, no other industry can give you the returns that the stock market can. But to invest money in the stock market, you need knowledge of the market. You need to know fundamental analysis to find good companies and invest your money there. Because if you invest in the share market without any knowledge, you are guaranteed to incur losses. But if you don't know about the stock market and don't have the time to learn about it, then you can do an SIP in an index fund or a mutual fund, because here you are indirectly investing in the stock market. You will get slightly lower returns, but the risk is significantly reduced. You just need to put in the effort once to find a good mutual fund company or a good index fund. Then you need to set up the SIP. After that, the money will automatically be invested from your account. Over time, you will be able to create your wealth. So friends, that's it for today's video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and share. Thanks for watching.